This is kind of interesting. Well, this is obviously a troll movie, right?
I mean, it's not. It has nothing to do with China.
Are you sure?
No, it's just because the IP ran out on Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I was always under the impression that it was some kind of like Hong Kong dissidents that made this movie or something.
No, it's not even from Asia.
Okay. I mean, like, that's how much I know about it.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a horror movie called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It's like a B movie type thing.
I mean, yeah, if you could have like a worse than B movie, what would it be called? C movie?
Like a
D
movie. No, that'd be Russia.
Oh, yeah.
Russia,
Yeah, Z movie. Yeah, it's a real... It's the kind of schlock that you'd watch if you're really drunk.
It's got really bad reviews. On Rotten Tomatoes currently has
what a surprise.
4% out of 100.
But is that from a viewer score or a critic score? Because critics can go F themselves.
Well, yeah, so it's 4% from the... Critics can go F themselves.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
all critics.
Not all critics, but for the most part, you'll see something that's got a very high critic score and a bad audience score, and that means it's a bad movie.
Yeah, but if you see both are high, it usually means it's pretty good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Except Yip Man 4, which has got very high on both.
That's what you're building up to.
Yeah, anyway, let's carry on.
So the tomato meter gives it a 4% for critics.
Yeah, but the audience is 50%.
Dude, you know it's going to be shit. Let's be honest.
It's gonna be terrible. I'm not trying to defend this. This looks ridiculous. It's like Sharknado or something.
Yeah,
right?
It's like that. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is a cinematic masterpiece which showcases the best experience a film can offer. Anyway.
Okay.
I just want to see where it was made. Oh, it's American.
You know, it's a really good movie you guys should watch if you really just want to see absolute rubbish.
What?
The Miami Connection.
That's a great film.
Oh, man.
Greatly bad.
You know, the thing is, like, we used to do this, like, Friday night, get drunk and watch a bad movie thing. We haven't done that in ages, right? So we watched it when we were, like, completely wasted.
Yeah.
And kind of forgot about it. Then I came across, like, it the other day, and I was like, man, this was so good.
The memories are coming back.
And the memories started coming back, and we're starting to watch it again. It's like, what a... We'll be together. It's so good, The Miami Connection, but it's...
Great film.
It's great, but it's terrible.
Oh, it's horrible.
So you have to kind of force yourself to sit through, but you will appreciate it.
Yeah, but it's not ironically bad like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, no, this guy actually, he's like a martial arts taekwondo guy.
Korean dude.
Korean guy, and he like financed his own film. So it's kind of like The Room, you know?
Yeah.
Where,
Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, because he was like, he was serious about it.
Yeah.
But it was so bad.
Right.
But it's great.
It is. Anyway, back to this.
Yeah, sorry.
It's an American film. And you guys know that Winnie the Pooh, the comparison of Winnie the Pooh to Xi Jinping, the leader, dictator of China, is banned in China.
Yeah.
So everyone used this film because the IP on Winnie the Pooh ran out. So they made this horror film using his likeness because it's legal now.
Right.
So, but then people started making memes about like this being really Xi Jinping. They're taking imagery of this bloody, scary Winnie the Pooh thing, and then
Xi Jinping is kind of a bloody dictator.
Yeah, he's like a genocidal dictator.
Yeah.
So what happened was they're actually gonna have a showing in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
But it was canceled for technical reasons.
Canceled for technical reasons, of course.
The movie's out. Like you can watch it. Like it's filmed and produced.
Yes.
There's no technicalities here.
Yes. But there's there was a technical reason, so they canceled it in Hong Kong and Macau.
Yes, correct.
Interesting
so,
that.
Of course, it was never going to air in China.
No.
Imagine that. Just put that in your pipe and smoke it. By the way, guys, if you ever think that China is just another side of a different version of America or something, this is not a free country.
No.
Right.
You can't watch Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey there.
You can't.
Actually, you can't watch most movies, actually.
No.
There's a huge amount of movies that are not allowed to be shown.
You have to pirate them.
Yeah. Everyone pirates them, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Interesting.
I just want to put this to rest. There is this clip going around, and what you're looking at right now, and just play it.
I'll just take the audio down, otherwise I can't hear you monologue.
There's a clip going around, and it is going viral, and I think it has a very specific reason. What you're looking at right now is a prom graduation ceremony of a Chinese high school, okay? Now, I can tell you firsthand, nothing in China looks like this.
Yeah, no high school looks like this usually.
No. So this is going around, and the funny thing is it was going around in China to a shit ton of criticism and absolute absurd reactions from Chinese people saying, "What world is this?" They were posting dissident-like statements and comments saying, like quoting things like, "Oh, look at the royalty, you get to have it so good while we peasants starve in the country,"
Sure.
You know, that kind of stuff, right? There's all these like poems they were quoting and stuff. No one in China was watching this prom saying like this is accurate portrayal. It looks nothing like China.
Sure.
This is Beijing number 4 high school, which is one of the most elite, top tier schools that literally groom politicians in the CCP, massive, huge CEOs in the country. I mean, it's like the Harvard of schools or whatever.
The Harvard of high schools.
Harvard of high schools in
Do
China.
you have such a thing here? Is there a Harvard high school?
I don't know, West Point or something. Anyway, so
Ivy League high school?
Sure. Some epic private. I don't know. I'm not a rich dude. Anyway, so no one would bat an eyelid.
Why is it even called Ivy League, by the way?
I don't know, dude.
It's got to do with the plant.
Bro, I don't know. I think I went to an Ivy League school. I don't know shit. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm regarded. Dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, so why is this clip going around, right? Well, it was going around on the Western internet, on the American internet.
Yeah.
And people were saying like, holy shit, look, it's a Chinese prom. And it's not like going around with surprise, going around like, oh, this is what a prom looks like in China. Kind of like, when we would go film, this is what a gas station looks in China.
Sure.
This is what Walmart looks like in China. It's like an equivalent to show people what it's like on the other side of the world, right?
Sure.
But I started getting very weird vibes because why would, by the way, multiple versions of this going around all over the American internet. And it was very interesting to see because why would China want this clip to proliferate? Well, it's because it would be in their vested interest for the CCP to think that the rest of the world is just like China is just like a really developed, nice, like, look at, this is how we do things. This is our, normal school. It's just being passed around like a normal scene. Right. And it's very soft power. It's interesting. Even like an innocuous clip, it has very like non-benign potential.
Yeah.
For soft power, so that was interesting.
I see what you're saying. I mean, look, it's not out of the realms of possibility that high schools put on events like this. I've seen tons of like get-togethers and events.
For sure.
And many of the places I went to, they put on events. But yeah, this is a very sort of Western style prom that I've never seen in China before.
Happen in China.
I've never seen this before. I've seen gatherings. I've seen, where they do dances and they put on the ethnic costumes and stuff and, that kind of thing. But this kind of thing is very... Yeah, I've never seen it before.
The most important feature of this, again, it doesn't even matter about the content. What matters is that the clip that's going around to represent high schools in China is the best high school in the country.
I know.
In the political elite capital.
I got to be quite honest, it doesn't look all that great.
No,
considering it's the best.
You understand what I'm trying to say.
It's the top of the pops.
You know what high schools in China look like.
Yeah, this is like Lily League or whatever.
Sure. Anyway, not that important. Just wanted to throw that out there because people are passing this around like it's some sort of organic like situation. You know what I mean?
I got you.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Basically, Chinese authorities raided this U.S. company, this office. It's like a due diligence company to make sure everything's above board. Mm-hmm. And they raided it and arrested like 5 staff members in there.
And disappeared them with no trace.
What a surprise. And also, they just started their equivalent of Davos.
Yeah.
Their big meeting. Tim Cook's there. It was super, super dystopian and weird to see Tim Cook posing for selfies in an Apple store in Beijing when Apple's trying to move like all stuff out of China.
They're not trying to move stuff out of China.
I know, you know what I'm
They're
saying.
not trying to. They just say that. Yeah. They don't. They'll hold on as long as they can.
Hold on for eternity.
Yeah, something like that.
This was okay. So I got these. Very funny, by the way. From a Chinese forum that posted this clip initially. I translated this.
Right.
This is from a Chinese-speaking forum. Mm-hmm. So these are Chinese people that posted these memes afterwards.
Okay.
Which I thought were great. I'm Japanese in Ukraine because China refused to save any of their people when Russia invaded Ukraine.
Yes.
And they abandoned them.
They did.
All they did in response when all this shit was going down was they go, oh, just fly a Chinese flag.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, oh, you're Chinese. But it turned out to be the opposite because China started to support Russia.
Well, I mean, remember the initial wording of it was when you put up the flag, the invaders won't attack you.
Yeah, yes.
So the whole thing is that the Russians aren't going to attack you because they're on our side.
Right.
It's pretty much what
but
they
were
said.
in Ukrainian territory.
Yes.
So then they're like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Finally, they got out. But anyway, that's the joke is Chinese people were like absolutely appalled at the response of their own government.
Yeah.
And you remember what happened here? This is another.
Yeah,
Chinese
this is in Hong Kong, right?
This, yeah.
And in Hong Kong, they basically paid a bunch of mainlanders to come out and protest for a pro-CCP thing.
Yeah.
And then when the rally was over, after they'd been paid or whatever, they threw all their flags in the trash.
Mainland Chinese.
Yeah.
Like Aigua AF.
Yes.
Love their
Yeah,
party. Love
they threw all the flags away. They
Yeah.
just threw them in the trash.
throw them on the ground, the
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
Shows you how nationalistic you are when money's involved.
Yeah, it's nationalism when it's convenient. That's what the Chinese government kind of depends on, really.
Yes.
Convenient nationalism.
Yeah, convenient national.
Yeah.